What up, everybody? It's us back again.
What's Bear looking at? What is he looking at? What, Bear? What is it?
You're literally killing the shot, bro.
I know.
You can see the tips of his ears. Alright, guys. We're back. It's us again. I'm in bed. I'm trying to relax. This one isn't. Alright, so Bear just
So our tripod is also on the bed, so every time Bear moves, it'll probably tip over.
Yeah. So
work with us.
guys, we got big news, and we wanted to tell you guys so long ago. Well, I did. She didn't keep a secret.
I can keep a secret. I could have probably kept it until the day we left.
Yeah.
So that's a hint. We're moving someplace.
Moving to Alabama. I know everybody's first question is, why are you moving to Alabama? Well, there is no reason.
There's no reason.
No. We're just tired of California.
That's a reason.
That's not a reason. That's just facts. Again, we live in California, in a small town called Bakersfield. Not a lot of people know that. Not even the people in California actually know about Bakersfield. Oh, but back to what I was saying. So yeah, we are moving to Alabama.
A lot of people are gonna be, well, in our lives that we've told, everybody's like, oh, why there? You know, like.
Yeah, it's because of comfortability. We literally have family right next to us. We got friends here. All of our lives, memories, and everything was here.
Well, we already have our life established, like, in this apartment that we live in.
Correct.
And knowing where everything is, knowing, like,
literally,
just knowing that we have everything right here.
Literally, we became one with the house, or the townhome we're living in right now. Now, besides all that, is because we know that life is short. There's a lot of people that in our lives have been let go or passed away, and we feel like, man, they did a lot in their life and they didn't accept no. They didn't accept, oh, I can't, you know. So we assume, you know, why not? Another thing too is, well, we're not fully committed in Alabama. So we're going to Alabama because I have friends there. And well, I won't say friends, I would say family there that I've been raised up with, and they have something to set for us.
They've been living there for like almost 4 years now, so they're
established there. So it's not just like we make a rational decision and we're just gonna book it.
That's why we picked that exact city that we chose in Alabama, because he had told us that that area was good. You know, these are the areas that you should live in.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's safe for you and your family. And he's been there before, but I haven't. So I'm going in blind, not knowing
what's gonna happen,
what anything looks like there. But I think that is what's exciting.
Yeah, but then like the next reason of all this, well, it's our journey. I think a lot of people, if I can inspire people, inspire the people online, is basically we're just following what we think is going to be great for our family.
And we are renting a house, and I told him that, like, specifically we are renting because we just don't know what's going to happen. So we have committed to this town, to this area for a year, and if we end up loving it, we could get another year, or if we're into that position, we can buy a house, do whatever in a year we can get to. Or if we look at each other and we're like, dude, we hate this area, I can't live here anymore, there's nothing stopping us from going to a different state or going to a different city or going to a different area. And we're stopping in this area because it's close to a lot of places that we might be interested in. Or we just come back here. It's not like once you leave the state, you can't cross back over.
Yeah.
Like, we could literally end up in any state, any city, because we just can.
But
the whole thing that's going through my head is like, oh, why are you moving? Just like you said, like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
We're young. Our child's young. We only have one. I mean, we have a lot of stuff that we're trying to pack up right now. But it's like, we don't really have anything holding us back. And
then you guys need to understand, this is not...
just gotta pick up my baby and head off to wherever we're going.
So, I was really on board. I really wanted to leave a long time ago. But at the time, Olivia was produced.
Well, the very first time he brought it up to me, because I always thought that I was like gonna go away to college, but when the time came, I didn't want to go, and I just assumed that I would. No, I didn't even know you, but I just felt like I was just gonna live here forever. And then he brought it up for the first time, and I was like 7 months pregnant, and I just straight up said no, I'm not. Just straight up was like, no, I ain't going, just flat out. And I think I just don't think. It's only been like a year and a half. Well, she's 18 months now, so however long it's been since I was 7 months pregnant. But I feel like my mind is in a different place.
It's only been 2 years and a month.
Anyway, that we're different people now.
Yeah, I agree.
And what if it wasn't meant to be then? And what if it would have just been awful? And I think that it hit us at the right time, because it all started because I was watching YouTube videos, and these people moved to Tennessee, and their house was beautiful, and they had like 10 acres of land, and I was showing him, and I was like, dude, like, wouldn't it be amazing to have something like that? And he's like, we could have something like that. I was like, no, we can't have that here. We can have maybe a half an acre at the most.
If we moved to the Hatchery.
Like, at the most. If we didn't. Like, here, people used to get a lot of land, but now you're not. But anyway. And so I started looking online at different states. It's under me.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's my...
I know it was your charger. It was hurting my fucking... my elbow.
But, I started looking at houses online, and I didn't want to tell him that I was like thinking about it. Here, don't knock it over. He's so close to it. And until I was sure, because I knew that he would like be ecstatic and be like, okay, we're moving tomorrow, which is pretty much what you did when I said it. But I was looking at houses, and I was even sending him houses in different states, and he didn't even think anything of it. And he's like, we can go and get one of these houses. And then I was just like, well, why don't we? And he's like, really?
I said, bet.
And he's like, all right. So he starts looking, calls his friend, says that he wants to move over there. And it literally, like the thought in our heads had been going on for a couple years now, like Ryan said. But it just hit. I was like, okay, well, then let's go do it. Because why not? And that's my answer to everything. And I feel like we're at the point where if somebody asked us and we said, because I want to, why is that?
I know.
Why it's not so
It's
bad?
weird about the world that when we want something, it's just, I don't know, it's just a weird thing for people to understand it, because I guess their wants or their needs are more different than what we want or need.
Because we completely understand when we say, we're moving to Alabama, that's not like a state that people are like rushing to and like their dream place to live. Like, we understand that, and maybe it is our dream place and we just don't know it yet. It definitely wasn't at the top of my list. Was it at the top of your list? Or you just don't care?
I just don't care.
You just want to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Like, I wanted to live in Tennessee, but I don't know if Tennessee's good. I've never been to Tennessee. I'm just saying that off of things that I've seen online.
No.
So, we don't know. We don't know where we want to live. We don't know our dream destination because we haven't gone yet. And that's the whole point of this.
There was another thing on the list too as well.
Because we don't know.
Which is people's yards are huge.
Space. We want some space. And living in a townhouse that's less than 90 square feet, correct?
900.
900, that's what I meant.
I was about to say 90.
900.
God dang, what do we have? That closet's probably more than that.
900 square feet, right? It's like 8 something.
$8.65
Yeah.
or some shit.
And we literally have a place that is double or more.
Yeah,
with a huge yard, and of course you guys will be seeing that once we get there. We aren't going to show it because we haven't even seen it in person. We got videos and pictures and stuff.
We gotta thank the shout out to the lady in Alabama. Her name is Karen.
Our realtor. So she sent us videos and a lot of pictures and has been there a lot. I don't know if we're making any sense.
Yeah. So if you had to relapse everything, because I know this went freaking everywhere.
Long story short, we're moving.
We're moving. Yeah, we're scared. What else? Another question people ask.
When I think about being scared to go, I think about, you're not even gonna be surprised, the Friends episode.
I wouldn't surprise my friends.
So the Friends episode when Rachel says that it's one of the very last episodes of the entire thing. She is gonna move to Paris for a job, and the friends are like, oh, if you're scared, like, why are you going? She said, like, I am scared, but it's the good kind of scared. And she explained that it was the same scared of when she was gonna have a baby. And I think about that having a kid is scary. Having the dogs is scary because those are lives that you have to take care of. Getting married is scary, but they're all good scaries that are gonna be good, positive things in your life. Of having Olivia, getting Bear, getting married, getting this apartment. You know, you were scared to get this apartment. Like, paying for this, and us deciding that we're going is scary, and we're putting all of our money, hope, dreams, faith, we are just jumping, and we know that there is going to be something positive out of this, even if we get there and it's not for us, it's not what we thought it was going to be. It's going to be, I think, the best learning experience for us, and no matter what happens, we're going to learn from it, grow from it, and have the memories to tell Olivia when she gets older. So,
like, don't get us wrong, we are like scared not having a backup plan, but like she said, we can come back. We can go back to another state.
I feel like we don't need a backup plan. It's kind of like we're going to ride out this plan, and if something fails, you just change it on the way. Like, if we're driving and the first hurdle is we don't get this hotel that we had planned on, well, then you're just going to drive to the next one. And if we get there and something's wrong with the house, well, then we'll just fix it when we get there. But it's kind of like, I don't feel like we need a backup plan. We have everything. We're not just like, oh, I think we should move to Alabama and then we leave tomorrow with no plan whatsoever. Like, we already have everything lining up from the second that we drive out of these apartments to the second that we drive in the driveway of that house. And I'm already planning the stuff that we eat when we first get there. Like, everything is so planned out, and I think it's specifically not even for us, because if it was just us two, we would be like, yeah, let's go right now. But with Olivia, we have to plan a lot more and to the T to make sure that she's okay. And because she is a toddler, we can't just let's go. We had to plan it out for several months and make everything line up perfectly to make sure that she's okay. And yeah, as long as she's okay,
that's all
everything is perfect. As long as she has a house and a bed to sleep in and food to eat the next day, and then that is all that matters. Bear dropped us.
We have fallen and we can't get up. Well, then we're a little closer now.
I know. Well, Bear's closer. Bear moved right up on us.
We're not afraid at all. We're not afraid to just start over.
We're afraid in the good way. Exactly. And I wouldn't say that we're starting over. We're just trying something new. Opening, like you said, a new chapter in our story. And we're not leaving anything. We aren't leaving, running away from a life we had here. We're not. We are just trying to get an adventure, because you just never know what is going to happen, and we don't want to run out of time and think we should have gone and done this, we should have tried, we should have not been scared. And that's my whole thing, is I don't want to be on my deathbed. I don't even like talking about it. Being on my deathbed and thinking, man, we should have just gone and done that.
Now that leads to us the last part.
The most important part.
The most important part is, what are we setting an example for?
Our child.
Basically, we're not done having kids. We probably plan to have 1 or 2 more.
We pray
Who
that
knows?
we can have more.
Exactly. We're just praying. I know there's other people I watch TikToks. There's people out there struggling, having kids, but that's not the point of this video. But again, it's a set example. We want to show our daughter that whatever decision she makes, I want her to feel like she's actually happy with the decision. So there's a lot of things in that position. But back to what I was saying, that's the most important thing, is for us to give Olivia, give her.
I'm cold.
So we want to give her the idea of making big moves in life is part of being a grown up. Just showing who you want to be. Even if we stay in California, if we would have stayed in California, we would still try to tell her, look, do this. But it's going to be hard because we never took action.
And wherever we end up when she's old enough to make her decisions on where the rest of her life is going to go, and we tell her, well, she'll grow up knowing that, like, this is where she was from, this is where she was born, whatever.
Yeah.
But if she comes to us and is like, well, I'm thinking about doing this, and we're like, oh, yeah, but we were too scared. Like, what is that going to show her? Like, we wanted to do this way back when you were a baby. We were too scared, and we didn't do it. And then all of her dreams are going to suddenly disappear because she's going to be too scared because we were too scared. Does that make sense? I don't know if I said it right.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
And
I want to be able to tell her that we were strong enough, we were smart enough, we took the risk to do these things that we want to do with our life. Even though we have a baby, we didn't let that stop us, because a lot of people are like, oh, I have a kid, I don't get to do all this stuff. But when she gets to that age, I want her to know that she can do it. To know that she's strong enough to go and do those things that she wants to do. And I think what did you say? You said, like, how are we going to give advice if we didn't live it, or?
Yeah. It's basically just saying, how are we going to talk about, big decisions or any type of advices about, life if we haven't even
How am I supposed to tell her, yes, go and do that. You can do that. Don't be scared. You're strong enough. You're smart enough.
She's going to look at us and look at our own
and be like, well, why didn't you guys go and do it?
Exactly. She's just going to look at us and like, well, what was stopping you?
Yeah.
And then
be
we're
like,
going
well, we were too scared.
Yeah. Again, we're moving. I know this is a big jibby jabby, and
I don't even know what we
said. She'll find out in the.
I know. I
in
might
the
have
editing.
to edit this video a lot, but
so understand this.
We're moving.
Yeah, we're moving to Alabama, and basically we want to set an example for my daughter and our future kids. We also want to.
We're excited to share everything.
Yeah, we're gonna show you guys the house. We're gonna show you everything. I think we have a lot of hurdles that are gonna be happening on this trip, but if we work together,
I think it's going to be hard, but I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And we're going to be living our best lives and seeing new sights, eating new food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now understand this. We're tired right now, and we're not going to just jibba jabba, but thank
you guys so much for watching,
yes.
And we will see you guys in a million other videos that have to do with us moving and this new adventure that we're going on. I already have a couple scheduled and ready to go. We just needed to announce it first.
Exactly, and then you're gonna see the our little trip videos.
I am planning on filming the entire road trip, ups and downs of everything that happens, an empty house tour once we get there, and just a bunch of other things that are going to come. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, homies. Where are you at right there?
You, the one that is looking at us right now.
Yeah, most likely.
You better subscribe.
It's basically my mom.
And your grandma, and that's
And
it.
my grandma.
And that's it.
That's it.
We will see you guys in our next video.
Deuces, people.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Bear. Are you excited to move, Bear? Blink twice if you're excited. Oh, he did! Good job, Bear.
Blink twice.